For centuries, across the globe, countless skiers have traversed kilometers of trails propelled solely by the strength of their arms and legs. What began as a mode of transportation swiftly evolved into a recreational pursuit, eventually blossoming into a fiercely competitive sport. Already part of the Olympic program in 1924 for the very first Winter Olympics in Chamonix, cross-country skiing stands as one of only 5 disciplines to maintain its Olympic status ever since. Its enduring appeal continues to inspire enthusiasts globally.
My dad had these old VHS tapes of races that had happened years, maybe 2-3 years before we watched them. And so I would sit in the basement with him and watch these races. And I remember thinking like, wow, I wonder who's gonna win. But the race happened 3 years ago and I didn't know who was gonna win. Like my dad explaining like, this is Bjorn Dali, like he's the best skier right now. And thinking like, okay, like I didn't really understand that much about racing or the tactics or anything. I remember just thinking like, this looks like such a hard sport. I remember my mom showing me a picture of Becky Scott and explaining how she had won the gold medal. And I remember just thinking, she has the nicest smile. She seems so happy. Like, that's really cool. I bet she works really hard. And she's from North America. Then I started to get to follow Keegan and then Holly and Liz. And then I got to be on a team with them. And that was very special.
My biggest idols was Bjorn Dali, Per Elofsson, Thomas Alsgaard. But also Marit Bjørgen was a big idol when he was on the same team.
Coming from the birthplace of cross-country skiing, Petter achieved the pinnacle of success by triumphing in the mecca of his sport, Holmenkollen.
It's always special to do a race in Holmenkollen. It's a lot of audience and everybody is cheering on everyone and the atmosphere is always the best. To achieve goals there and especially on the 50K was maybe one of my biggest dreams. Remember the day after the 50K, I like, what I'm gonna do now? I have won the most important goal in my life here before the home crowd in Oslo. So.
Even with the numerous medals in their collection, competing in front of the home crowd still carries a unique flavour for Jesse and Petter.
My most magical moment was for sure getting to race in my own country, and the Minneapolis World Cup was amazing. It was so special for me because we've been working hard to try to grow the sport, and seeing so many kids so excited and wearing glitter and yelling on the side of the race course, that was really, really emotional and really powerful for me. I think it would be really cool to have more World Cups in the US, obviously. That's one of my big goals. There's something about when you see your heroes racing in front of you and you're there on the side of the course and you're part of the race, that makes you feel really alive and excited, and it gets you fired up to train and work hard.
While Jesse dreams of a future with more American World Cups, Petter reflects on competition formats.
I like the concepts with the Tour de Ski. I hope that we can come back to where Tour de Ski was in the beginning of my career, because then I felt like Tour de Ski was like a championships and everybody was on the start and was fighting to be in top there. Now I see athletes are standing off the Tour de Ski to prepare for championships, so we need that, and we need more than just the championships to get interest around the World Cup.
Continually aiming to bring innovation into competition formats, Nordic introduced in 2022 a unique event featuring a mix of cross-country skiing, banked slalom and pump track, along with a challenging 100-kilometre race. With athletes like Petter and Jesse redefining the boundaries of their sport, the future looks promising. Any final words for the next generation?
Never give up and give it all the way to the finish line.
More glitter, more smiles. I think that could be a cool future for the sport. It's okay to have fun and also be going as hard as you can. When I was maybe 14, 15 is when I started to like racing. But before that, I wasn't really that interested in going hard.